Hey guys, welcome back to Homesteading Off the Grid. I'm out here cutting firewood today on this very cold day, and I found a really neat member of the wildlife community that I wanted to show you. It's not the deer back here. You look very close there in your screen. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's about 4 deer back there watching me work. They don't even run when I'm out here chopping wood anymore. But I found what is the largest salamander I've ever found here on our property. I went inside and Googled it to make sure I'm at least telling you what it is. It's called a spotted salamander. It's common in Virginia. The average length is about 7.8 inches long. The record length is 9.8 inches long. This thing is so big, it's the biggest salamander that I've ever seen here, like I said. So I'm going to measure it. I'm going to show you me measuring it, and then I'm going to turn it loose up here in our wildlife refuge up close to where I do the morning ramble underneath a big giant red oak fork that I know I'm not going to be cutting this winter. So that way it'll be safe. This salamander was actually underneath a log, and I almost cut through the log, but I stopped to flip the log so that I wouldn't get my chainsaw chain in the dirt and therefore dull the teeth. And then when I flipped the log, I found this guy. So have a look at this guy. But this is, a lot of you say you don't like creepy crawlies. This is your warning. For those of you who can stomach it, check out this beautiful spotted salamander. All right, guys, here he is. I'm holding the phone right up to him. Now, check this out. To give you a sense of how big this guy actually is, here's a tape measure. Again, average size for these suckers are 7.8 inches. The record is 9, and he seems to be, or she, it might be a girl, well, about 7 inches. Well, yeah, about 7 inches, okay. But guys, that is huge for a salamander, isn't it? I mean, I'm not going to hurt him or her, but look at that. There it is in my hand, and I have decent sized hands. But this little critter is absolutely beautiful. Now, she's hibernating right now. She was hibernating up underneath that log. That's what she was doing under there. And she might appear dead, like she's not moving, but that's not the case whatsoever. Amphibians, or salamanders, are amphibians, as you know. And as you know, amphibians are cold-blooded creatures. So her body temperature is the same temperature as her surrounding environment. And right now, it might be, you know what? It's less than freezing, because I hope my wife doesn't see this video. I actually, while I was inside Googling this, I put this little beauty inside a plastic bag and stuck her in the freezer so she wouldn't thaw out. I was afraid if I had her with me in the living room, she'd thaw out, and that's just some sawdust there. That's not an injury, see? Then I stuck her in the freezer, and then when I went and opened the freezer, she actually was crawling out of the bag looking at the ice cream. So what that means is the freezer temperature was warmer than it was outside. So we're probably still in the high 20s today. But I just wanted to share this beautiful creature with you, as I do. You know, I've made videos of black snakes and various lizards and lizard eggs when I've found them, aside from just the deer and the other wildlife. And a lot of people say, ew, gross. I don't think there's anything gross about this whatsoever. So with no further ado, I'm just going to very gingerly take her way up there where we do our ramble, and see a big giant red oak tree right there in the middle of your screen. I'm going to put her up underneath a forked piece of red oak there that I know I'm not going to touch all winter, so she will be safe to continue her hibernation, or him, it could be a guy. And he or she will make it through the winter safely, hopefully. She certainly, or he certainly, won't be bothered by me anymore. So there you have it, a big, huge spotted salamander in Central Virginia. Thanks for checking out this creepy crawly with us here at Homesteading Off the Grid. We'll see you for more next time. Make sure to check back in, because you never know what you're going to get.